Ah, hoy hoy, you beautiful bastards. How the devil are you? I hope you're very well. Thanking you very much for being here at the start of the stream.
Alexia 2001, thanks for sticking with us. 64 months and counting. Ahoy hoy Admiral Frass ahoy.
Lynx, thank you for the 64 months. Lotus, thank you for the 20 months in a row. 53 total. Tier 2. Hey, Gargy's here. Oh wait, no, Garthy. Close enough. Night Dweller and Scott Vulcan here before the stream even began. Vitrix, Aeon, Lotus, of course. Bot good to see ya. We got Space Hopper Copter Reb, thank you for the 10 stream watch streak. Links again, thank you. Gargamel is in the building. How's the life? How's the times? Bam, you're here. What is new and what is tasty? And how are we, chat? I spa dayed last week. Did spa day. I kind of cheekily wrapped it up in a present to Ananda. But I got manipulated. I was pressed and poked in various places. And felt great. Honestly, if money was no object, god damn, the amount of massages that I would have. Oh, it's so useful. But you're enjoying a cozy 15 stream watch streak on a Sunday. Dweller, you are rather blue. Hence the question, where is Azrael? So yeah, it was real nice. I had this younger lass who, I tell you what, she did this weird thing, and I had to ask how the hell she did it. Because I 100% want to do it for someone else. Where she was like, she hooked her pinkies into, apparently she learned it at like a nail salon, where she hooked both of her pinkies, one pinky on the thumb, opening it out that way, and then other pinky, but obviously the other hand went into that, and then opened it, like butterflied the hand out, and then like massaged the palm. So yeah. DBM! Thank you very much for the 14 months. How is your IKEA going?
Dark Blue Monkey, thanks for sticking with us. 14 months and counting. Afternoon Cap'n.
Good afternoon, DBM. Can we get some ahoy hoys for the Dark Blue Monkey? Who has given up? Which streamer are you talking about, Night Dweller? Somebody's given up on something. God damn them! Are you blue because somebody's given up on you? I believe in you, Night Dweller. About 3 shelves and 6 hex nuts left over. 3 shelves left over. That seems like a lot of actual shelves to be left over. DBM! Thank you so much. Strider, hi. Welcome in. Pillar Palace here as well. Ahoy hoys to the both of yous. And big hype for DBM. It's been a little while since I've had a little look over Today I Learned. I want to see what other people have learned. Cheese, the other day, learned that the excavation of the Queen Anne's Revenge has been ongoing since 1996. Seriously, Gargamel, Azrael, Blue. If those were not hints, you are aware. Now, this might come as a shock, Night Dweller, but I don't have your brain, strangely enough. We don't all have the shared experiences that you have. So if you're hinting at something there, it might be that I just don't understand what you're hinting at. Go on. So you say, oh, I'm the streamer that gave up on it. No, sorry, dude.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, sorry, Night Dweller. I think you've run off in a different direction with this one. Lotus made a funny misspelling, so I was saying it was a funny word to say. It's a Smurf joke. There you go. There's Smurfs. It was a Smurf thing. I don't really know the Smurfs. Night Dweller, I'm sorry to say that there wasn't any. I didn't give up on you. I didn't give up on Lotus. I didn't give up on anyone. I just didn't quite understand the frame of reference. Is Gargamel a Smurf? If I'm completely honest, I would have thought that Gargamel was some sort of ancient, ancient one, some sort of chthonic. You watched the movie. There's a new movie, old movie. You were talking about the Smurfs with me. I wasn't so sure that you were talking about something with the Smurfs. Gargamel is the villain of the Smurfs. Oh, there you go. I mean, I can read words on a screen, but that doesn't always mean that I understand what they mean. So, I'm sorry to say, Night Dweller, I didn't give up on you. I didn't give up on any joke. I just didn't understand the frame of reference for whatever the hell it was that you were talking about. Today I learned Gargamel is the baddie from the Smurfs, and I'm not gonna lie, that really is a new one for me. I feel like I've heard of the word Gargamel before. I've heard of the character Gargamel, but I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was some sort of ancient Odyssey character that would have been, in Homer's Odyssey or something. Lotus, thank you. It's an early derail, this one. Got rear-ended on Wednesday, no! In an attempted hit and run. Jesus, you're okay. Your car is mostly okay. It just has a new hole in the back end. Never been so lucky to have a cop behind you on the highway since he saw the incident, went to pull the runaway truck over. That is so fucked. Aeon, are you okay? What happened? Did you get to see them put the blues on? The blue lights? That's horrible. I hope everybody's okay, and, it sounds like the cops were there at the right point. Last night, you learned that in the 1961 movie of Murder, She Said, where Margaret Rutherford plays Miss Marple, she bid goodbye in one scene to a young lady saying that the next generation carried the torch, or words to that effect, and the lady she said goodbye to was Joan Hickson, who later went on to play Miss Marple in the BBC series 25 years later. Now that is a good today I learned. Passing the torch that was then, kept in the shed for 25 years. Connor, welcome in. You are in the car on the road home from a local theme park. You'll be listening while driving, I hope. How's the car? I mean, don't say if you're driving, obviously. But is it all sorted? I hope it's all sorted. 80s children cracking up in the corner of chat. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it would just never... The Smurfs were on. I just was never a Smurf child. I don't know whether it was really... I feel like Smurfs occupy the same part of my brain that Noddy does. And Noddy... Didn't watch Noddy. Didn't watch Noddy, didn't watch the Smurfs. Knew they existed. Was aware. Yeah, Noddy was like a little elf kind of dude with the jingly bell on his head. Night Dweller, I can't believe you've given up on this joke. They're smurfing awesome. Was there a song? I feel like there was a song. Aeon, you're good. Sore as heck, but you're good. The cop definitely flipped his lights on. And we're like, oh, well, I guess I'll wait over here on the side of the road and hope he comes back. The cop did, in fact, come back for you. Got the guy's info, told the driver that he Told you the driver said he didn't hit you, but the cops saw it happen, so all is mostly well. What a cheeky motherfucker. I'm glad you're doing well, and I'm glad the cop was there, because otherwise that genuinely could have just been even more of a nightmare than it obviously already is. Oh! Well, that's quite the ding. What the hell? It looks like he shot you. That's a real fucking pierce hole. How do I feel about the Moomins? Again, I feel like the Moomins were there. They were on the channels that I was, surfing through. All 4 of the channels that I had when I was younger. I say I had. Obviously, we had shared TV. Maybe that was it. I was just never allowed to watch the TV at the time that the Smurfs and Noddy and the Moomins and all that was... I mean, Noddy is terrifying, to be fair. Space Helicopter. Moomins are hardcore, even... They don't have a cloaca. Do they have buttholes? You don't even know what he had on the front of his truck. You assume it's a winch attachment or something, but he took off so fast that you didn't even see the front of the truck. Bloody hell. I'm so sorry. Hang on. Rain! Hello from a climbing centre. Well, you're nearly having a panic attack over doing this for the first time. You got this! Remember, everything's nice and spongy. You're gonna bounce. Practice falling off. It's the best part. Rain, enjoy. Thank you very much for stopping by from a fucking climbing centre. I loves me a bit of climbing. Moomins scared you. Living fuzzy felt. Oh wait, they were live action? I thought Moomins were like cartoons. Aeon says to Rain, you got this. Your husband is actually at the climbing centre right now. He falls plenty. Doesn't often hurt himself. Sweater pattern of one of your older British... Hey! Now, Postman Pat. Now we're talking. I don't know. If maybe the Smurfs were on one side and Postman Pat was on the other. I was a Postman Pat stan. All right? Give me Postman Pat. What was, I mean, it was a little bit early for me, but Hugh, Barney McGrew, Cuthbert Dibble and Grub. I remember, I don't know whether we had a like a VHS of it. God, what was it? They were Fire Crew. Oh, Budgie. Budgie's a little helicopter. Do. So yeah. Shared experiences between our youths. We have certain touch points that we can. I imagine there's not many people that know of Hugh, Pew, Barney McGrew, Cuthbert Dibble and Grub. But it's in there. It's in my brain, and it's in there forever. The Fuzzy Moomins were a few years before the cartoon. Oh, really? I only ever knew the Moomins as cartoons. There you go. Barber Papa. Barber Papa? Anyone? No. Don't know Barber Papa. Hello! Hello, cheese! I still haven't DM'd you. I literally thought yesterday, whilst I was working in the garden, I was like, I need to sort cheese out. I need to DM cheese. And then guess what I did when I got inside? I didn't message you. DBN, there's a theme park in Finland called Moomin World. And it's on an island, and you loved visiting it. They do fire shows in the evening. Fire shows? Where they set light to all the Moomins in some sort of ritualistic sacrifice? While chanting? Huh. There you go. You were right to be scared of the Moomins. What the fuck is this, dude? Barber Papa. That is a sentient, gigantic tongue. Okay. Barber Papa. Wow. Wow. Yeah, come on. Come on. Show me the good stuff. Barber Papa are shapeshifters. What in the fuck? Barber Papa was born in a garden, just like a flower. He can take any form. He's very nice. Everybody likes him. Not far from the village where his friends Cindy and Frank live, he's built a house. Like him, for his family. With a few shape-shifting and brilliant imagination... Okay, this might not be the best translation that I've ever read. With a few shape-shifting and a brilliant imagination, he smoothly overcomes the most difficult situations. He is always ready to help. His goodwill is inexhaustible. Barber Papa. No, although the style does slightly remind me of the Mr. Men. Big into the Mr. Men when I was younger. Mr. Speedy, triangle lad, he was a good dude. Mr. Angry, the big red square. What was the round one? Mr... I think it's just MR, the shortening of Mr. Night Dweller. So there you go, Barber Papa. Then we have Barber Mama. Okay, I see where this is going. Barber Mama is Barber Papa's companion. She likes to cook for their 7 children. And also loves to indulge in all manner of other stereotypes. And she loves to take care of her house and garden. Fair enough. However, she can also build structures, repair dams, and divert the lava of volcanoes. Barber Mama does not fear action. Okay, I'm not going to lie. It started off quite pedestrian. And then Barber Mama turned out to be an absolute demon. Holy shit. Okay. Barber Mama, forced to be reckoned with. Barbab Ellie is very pretty. She likes jewelry, dresses, and perfume. She spends a lot of time putting on makeup. I'm hoping that she can, like, levitate objects and crush tungsten steel balls with her hands or something. She's afraid of small hairy animals such as caterpillars or spiders. She faints when she sees one. Right. Okay. Hasn't quite inherited her mum's gifts for lava bending. Who else do we have? Barbalala loves music. That's nominative determinism for you right there. She can play all kinds of instruments. She's also interested in botany and ecology, like her brother Barbazoo. Barbalala has a dreamy and peaceful temperament. She hardly ever gets angry. She's a good sport. Belle at the bell of the ball. And Lala likes singing. So, who fucking watched this as a child? Paraffin has got vague memories of being freaked out by this series as a kid. This doesn't look like an English-speaking show. Mostly because I feel like the translation over here has not been exactly perfect. Night Dweller, you are guilty. You are one of the barber folks. Barbara Bright, but no, wait, no. How do I pronounce this? Barbara Bright, not Barbara Bright. What in the unholy hell is that? These are gigantic shape-shifting tongues, Potto, that sprang out of the ground. No more questions. You believe it was French? Oh, well, that makes sense. Also works out quite well for us playing Rayman later. Apparently, if they're male presenting, they look like tongues. If they're female presenting, they look like I'm unsure. Glass blowing gone horribly wrong. Barbabo is hairy and is an artist. Rarely separated from his sketchbook, drawing, painting, sculpting, modelling. Barbabo knows everything. Knows everything. Goddamn, okay. In the grip of creative torments, he can sometimes be very sensitive. Okay, well, I found my spirit animal. In your defense, you watched a lot of cartoons in your youth. If they had large yellow spots, they'd be blobbies. It's true. Although, yeah, I guess these guys blobbies, not so much the dudes. Barbara Bright is a great scientist. We've also got Barbara Zoo. Loves to protect nature and animals. Very good at the natural sciences. Knows about flora and fauna, climate and pollution. Barbara Zoo distrusts many of Barbara Bright's experiments on genetics. Oh my god, they're fucking with genetics. I would not. Yeah, I'd be freaked out by these dudes too. Maybe Blobby is an offshoot of this lore. I mean, to be fair, it sounds like Blobby, hi Shramenian, could be one of Barbara Bright's genetic experiments. It was a 1970s book series. There we go, it all makes sense. Barbara Bravo is a sportsman. He's very strong, he likes to win. Boto, thank you for the 49 months. Ilawana, welcome in. No sorries necessary.
49 months and counting. Potamsium has been cursing the French for 49 months.
And the Spanish, you know. We're gonna be having a go at the Spanish soon in Sid Meier's Pirates. But Jesus, am I looking at here? Can I get some hype for Poto with the 49 months? Thank you so fucking much. Barbara Bravo, sportsman, very strong, likes to win. Also likes to lead, loves to eat. With his Sherlock Holmes outfit, hat and magnifying glass, and the help of his faithful Lolita. Who the fuck is Lolita? The dog? Is Lolita the dog? Lolita! Oh my god, they got a fucking Dalmatian. Okay, I'm here for it. Dalmatians, who we have previously mentioned, were the first fire alarms. I would elect to lead, not to read. She often seconds her master in its investigations, as she is as fond of food as he is. Why do dog look like dog when people look like tongue? Well, because these aren't people, Shromanian, all right? These are a whole different things. These are Barber. Barber is you? No, Barber is this. Apparently there's a till. There is humans in I saw a picture where there was other people, actual people. These guys came out of the garden, all right? These are garden tongues. Dank, I tried so hard. But in the end, it didn't even matter. Oh, we missed one. Barbalib. It's fun to say. Is an intellectual and an activist. She is always immersed in books and knows a lot. She loves to play the teacher. She doesn't have an easy personality. Honestly, most activists don't, but that's kind of the point, right? You don't become an activist by towing the line. She doesn't have an easy personality. She often fights with Barbara Bravo because she also wants to be the leader. She knows a lot, but the artist knows everything. Hello, Prince Igor. How you doing? So this was a very, very unexpected today I learned. Today I learned that sentient tongues sprang from our gardens and can shapeshift into many different things, The male presenting ones look remarkably like tongues. The female presenting ones, I'm not sure what shape that is. Ooh, actually, wait a minute. They look like microscopic wee beasties. You know, I can imagine this thing swimming around in some sort of microscopic goop. Bowling pins that are very easy to knock over because, you know, that's not going to be it's not sturdy base. Not something that I would usually say to anyone female presenting. You don't have a very sturdy base. But, you know. Will I wear wigs? I mean, continue first light? Yes, I will. Prince Igor, I have put it into the schedule in the Discord. But it will be Wednesday. It's going to be Fraz's Francie Friends Day. You quoted, "When will you wear wigs?" Do you wear wigs? Have you worn wigs? Will you wear wigs? When will you wear wigs? They are very amoeba-ish, yeah. So yes, I'm currently watching for the very, very first time, the Hobbit trilogy. Like, when I was younger, when it very first came out, you guys know me, I hate a spoiler. I like to be able to go into something without any prior knowledge of the thing, so I can, like, be a blank slate and let all of the experience wash over me with no tainting. Sometimes I like a taint to wash over me, but yet that's a different kind of weekend. Anyway, back in the day, I, looked at the Lord of the Rings and saw 3 movies for 3 books. They're quite chunky books. And then I saw The Hobbit and I saw 1 book. And I was like, well, that 1 book is smaller than all the other 3 books. So obviously this is going to be a 1 movie thing. And I intentionally avoided all trailers, all spoilers, all whatever I could about the movie, so that I was going to go in absolutely bloody fresh-faced and happy as Larry, whoever Larry is. And then I got very upset. I mean, real kind of disenfranchised by the Lord of the Rings franchise. The Tolkien verse, the Tolkien crossover. Lotus is calling together a team to pose as wandering prophets and steal the collection plate. Because, number one, I didn't reread the book. Because, like, Lord of the Rings, the books, they were relatively faithful to the books, the movies. So I was thinking it was going to be a similar thing, The movie was going to be relatively faithful to the book, and I was going to be able to, like, really enjoy it. But what I found as I was going through was like, I don't remember this. I don't fucking remember this. What is this? Got very confused, very distracted by the whole thing, didn't really enjoy it, and then the fucking thing stopped. The movie stopped. Like halfway through. Lotus, yeah, I've tried several times to read the Silmarillion. It's basically just reading the fucking Bible. It ain't easy. Reading that out loud to people, I can imagine that being an absolute nightmare. Ilúvatar! Melkor! And, oh god, who's the world? The one beastie that Melkor was ever... Ungoliant! Ungoliant! The only thing that Melkor was ever actually fucking afraid of. When Ungoliant became so massive as to almost eat Melkor. They're all in there somewhere. What a fucking name, though. Ungoliant. I think she's like the ancestor of Shelob and stuff. She's this fucking gigantic, energy-eating, galactic... Maybe not galactic, I can't remember the specifics. Anyway, Ungoliant. fucking scary as shit. Yeah, I even tried to do audiobooks. Couldn't do the audiobooks because the thing is, they're so fucking not, like, they're so crunchy. The lore is so deep that it's just really fucking difficult to not zone out and think of anything else. Yeah, it sticks there, yeah. Yeah, well, that's it, right? It's why it reads like a fucking Bible, because it kind of is. Garfy, read it once in your teens, never again. Well, congratulations for getting through it, because I have never gotten through it. I've tried. Oh, I've tried. Anyway, so we're getting off topic. God damn you, derailing me. How dare you, chat. Anyway, I've decided to go back over The Hobbit. Because it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I had the rug pulled out from underneath me. How dare you, indeed, and indeed, and one deed. And it really was like a rug pull. I went to the fucking thing, and I came out of the theater, the movie theater, being like, what the fuck happened? What just happened? That wasn't the movie, and it stopped. It stopped really early. Why did it stop before it was supposed to stop? And why was there a whole load of stuff that I don't really remember being in the book? And that's when I reread the book for the first time in years. And it was a very frustrating experience to be like, well, yeah, this is how it was supposed to happen. And I don't count myself in the number of people who are like ardent fans of something that believe that art cannot be transposed into another medium, and sometimes to transpose it into another medium, it means that you've got to add things, you've got to cut away at some edges, or you've got to embellish something. I get that, all right? There's a lot of that in The Lord of the Rings, and I still think The Lord of the Rings is fucking incredible. And yet, still, Peter Jackson and the other creatives involved did make a load of shit up. But the transference from book into film. Anyway, I thought enough time had passed that I can now sit down and watch The Hobbit. Free of this prejudice that I had, or this upset that kind of bubbled away with me for a while. Pylos, and if it's real in your heart, it can be. How are you? So I rewatched the first one, and now I have actually watched the second one. And it's a movie. It's a movie in the fact that it keeps on moving. Like, one thing that I will say for it is that this is the second movie. It doesn't seem to be boring, but it didn't grab me by anything. Like, I don't know what it was about the movie. Pick a lane, Pylorson. Either you... No, not my beloved Lord of the Rings! I didn't really care for Lord of the Rings. Oh, I fucking loved it. Loved it. Loved me a little bit of fantasy. High fantasy, baby. Star Wars is real? Well, it could be. In multiverse, everything is real, right? So many times the installments in a franchise that get made after it get really successful. After it gets really successful are so disappointing. Yeah, it's very strange, right? And I guess there was a young naivety about me going into the Hobbit movies and expecting them to be a continuation of the same style, you know? If anything, it would be a prequel, and we know how with other series, prequels maybe didn't really hit the mark. Anyway, the first movie, I still have a hard time watching because it is so wrapped up in that feeling of like going to the cinema to see it and being so disappointed at the fact that, well, the biggest thing was it being 3 movies. And I didn't know that it was going to be 3 movies. I thought it was going to be 1 movie, and then I just fucking walked out of the cinema being, what the fuck? Where's the rest of the goddamn story? Anyway, so the first movie is very hard for me to watch and have a clear, objective eye, you know? Second movie, though, I found now, I was relatively able to take a step back and just see it for what it was. Which isn't the greatest movie in the world. And I'm not going to lie, I have a feeling that out of all of the movies, because I haven't seen the third movie either, out of the 3 movies, I imagine it's the one that has the most made up shit in it. It felt like at the very beginning of that movie, so this is the second of the 3 Hobbit movies, and I realised that I'm giving you a review of a movie that came out years and years and years ago as if it's completely fresh. But the reason I'm doing that is because it is fresh to me. I've spent years and years just sort of ignoring they exist, and then finally I'm like, okay, I think I can do this now. I think I can watch this with a blank slate. So I did. Anybody else have thoughts on The Hobbit as a movie trilogy? I'd make a good Aragorn. I don't think I'm tall enough, but I appreciate that. Thanks, DBM. I think I'd make a good dwarf. Hated the Hobbit movies. Hated them, Lotus. Haven't seen all of them. Aeon, come join. We can compare notes. Haven't watched it yet. I'd be interested to find out if people have similar ideas. Your thoughts on the Hobbit movies? Is they're crap but unjustified because you never bothered watching them. Botty, haven't seen the third movie. Lotus, yeah, The Hobbit was one of my favourite books as well. It was because, I got dyslexia, as I'm sure you guys know, or many of you will know. Why is that? Oh, I haven't turned that on, Pillapalla. I need to turn that on. Jimmy, what up, dude? Wait a bloody second. Let me turn the commands and all that good stuff back on. I turned it off a little while back. There you go. Jimmy, Hello. You've seen them, but I almost have no memory of them. My lasting memory of the original one was sadness and upset and kind of frustration at what they did. So anyway, the second movie I have now watched. I have officially watched and sat down, and I'm not going to lie, I was distracted for a lot of it because it wasn't holding my attention, but it didn't actively make me bored as a movie. The very beginning of the movie was very good. It was one of my favourite sequences of the books. Is going through the Mistwood? No, Mirkwood. Going through Mirkwood. In the books, I don't know, there was it was very visceral for me, this whole description of like going through Mirkwood. And I friggin' loved it. And then they started, and I was like, oh, okay, this is good. I like this. It's not exactly how I thought it was going to come, how it would unravel in my mind. But still, I was like, cool, this is nice. I like this. This is supporting stuff that I already have in my brain. And being like, I can see someone else's vision of something and enjoy it. And at the same time, know that it's not how I saw it, A bit of a cognitive dissonance there, but you're never going to have the same thing in your head that somebody's visual representation is going to be as well. For any number of reasons. But then, after the fun of all that, after the fun of the Mirkwood, and then being like, whoa, why the fuck is Legolas in this goddamn movie? So that was a fun one. Just being like, you don't fucking belong here. Legolas. Are you guys off marauding? Second animated Hobbit movie is one of your favourites of all time. So while Martin Freeman is a fantastic Bilbo, the 2 new Hobbit movies that you've seen feel kind of lackluster. Didn't get that either. It felt it felt like one of many, many different reasons, or not reasons, different instances of them just being like, oh, we want to kind of tie this movie into the Lord of the Rings a little bit more. Just try and make it more of a franchise thing. And it's like, you've got all the franchise you need. It's Bilbo. This is Bilbo's adventure. Don't try and fucking stitch bits that don't need stitching. All right? Put the fucking needle and thread down. The Hobbit trilogy has a lot of beauty surrounded by a load of shit. Sherlock versus Watson, brilliant. World building, the sets, beautiful. R&B, okay. I like it. I like hearing both sides of the story. Also, yeah, there is a lot of shit. You like the ending? They used the ring to destroy the Death Star and found out Darth Sauron was Frodo's uncle's friend's babysitter. DBM. Spoilers, come on now. Murphy shaking that thing for the 120th time. Thank you so much, Murph. Good to see you. Welcome. You love you some romance, but in that, no thanks. I'm not gonna lie, didn't mind the whole Keeley and the elf romance thing. But that felt like it was a subplot. Whereas Legolas being in there was like, now you look at Legolas, who isn't supposed to be in the movie, but we put him in anyway, goddammit. There was a review for the Hobbit movies basically going, watch the Mirkwood scene and go home. Oin gloin, Mr. Bedoin, Cuthbert Dibble Grub. Yes. When is it too soon to give out spoilers for a book that's almost 90 years old? Tomorrow you can do them. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. Creeped in this petty pace. Too soon, bro. I am at least comfortable that I'm now watching the Hobbit trilogy with an objective eye. I've still yet to see the final one. But I'm excited to give it a bash. I was genuinely not captivated, because I didn't think it was that good. But I was interested in the Mirkwood sequence in the second one. Had good parts, but overall, you were disappointed. Yeah, I've had that review before, to be fair, Murphy. Good parts, mostly disappointing. Every day, someone is born who has not seen the movies, thus spoilers should always be considered. That's why I go to maternity wards and just start reading out spoilers after spoilers after spoilers to newborn babies and being like, ha 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 ha! I've ruined the books, you tiny idiots! And then I often get ushered out. I'm not technically allowed back. I think your son says that there are recreations of the Battle of the Five Armies in totally accurate battle simulator. If you want to have a go yourself and see if you can do better, ooh, wouldn't mind. That's what you get from perfectly average. I am perfect 5 out of 10. Once you watch the final one, you should take 15 minutes to watch the first animated Hobbit movie, Potto. I probably will. Oh, well, maybe not straight away, but I wouldn't mind watching it. I wouldn't say no. It was just the cultural touchstone. Full disclosure, the way that I came to the Lord of the Rings franchise. Warned Fungus, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, that's right. We don't have anonymous followers here. I say your name. I say it loud. I say it wrong, probably. Also, big fan of your name. Unless it's not Warned Fungus, it could be War Ned Fun Gus. Good old Ned and Gus. Anyway, thank you very much for being here. We're going to get into Sid Meier's Pirates shortly, probably in about 10 minutes after the ads have rolled. For many years, The Lord of the Rings was considered was cursed because very few projects got past part 1. Oh. The only person who has ever said either of your names correctly the first time. Hi! That's because I try it, strong and wrong. When I was at drama school, right, we were very much instilled the idea strong and wrong. So as long as I try, I feel like just give it a bash. You might be close. You might be far away. Yeah. The Hobbit, the second one, The Desolation of Smaug. My review, which I have now formulated with my own thoughts. Great first half an hour. The rest of the movie, I started playing chess. And then I think I did some shopping on my phone. And it just wasn't really there for the rest of it. I think it was around the time that Legolas turned up that I was like, oh, okay. All right, well, he's back again. And I think he's got contacts. What was going on with his eyes? You thought, I think they overdid the amount of gold in that place. There is a lot of gold, right? And also, how does he keep on getting covered by it? Like every single, because there was the quite the fucking reveal at the end of the first movie being like, oh, don't forget there's a dragon. And it's like, yeah, the whole fucking thing is supposed to lead up to a goddamn dragon, but we're so far away from the dragon, why are you showing us the goddamn dragon? Jeez, 10 out of 10. Got a load of stuff done. But yeah, to me, possibly because, I watched them back to back. Not back to back, but like within a couple of weeks of each other, I've watched them. So I didn't need to be reminded that there's a fucking dragon in the story. Hey, I need to watch the extended version of The Lord of the Rings again. I have a tradition to watch the Lord of the Rings. It's a Christmas tradition. I fucking love a tradition. By the way, if I ever, with any of you guys, if I ever have a tradition that involves you, that means the world to me. I don't know what it is about traditions. I love a witness to something that I'm doing, and I love shared experiences. And a shared experience that we can keep on coming back to multiple times. Oh my God, that's like crack to my brain. It's things like the tradition now that we have of reading Christmas Carol on Christmas Eve. That one fucking, oh God. Time to get a tradition with France. Come on, Murphy. What we doing? What is going to be our tradition? Well, we still need to go climb a mountain, or at least a digital mountain. I'm so glad. Hobbit movies are great for background noise. Deblob, that's probably a really good way of putting it, because it did keep enough of my attention that I was like, I am actually still kind of watching this whilst I'm on my phone playing chess, and I think I fired up Bollocks Pit as well, which is a great background. It was perfect combination. For two background things, or like low brain things, Bollocks Pit on a laptop, and Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug on the TV. Yeah, like, that was kind of the perfect balance. Because every time that I got a little bit bored by the movie, I could focus more on the game. And every time that the movie kind of picked up, Bollocks Pit's quite a good game to just like zone out of. Hello, Ziggles, you beauty! How are things? Annual watching of all 6 Tolkien movies confirmed. Oh, if you ever get into a position with me, hello chat, there you go. If you ever get into a position with me, reverse cowgirl specifically. No, naughty. If you ever get into a position with me where we have a one-on-one tradition, obviously there's tons of traditions with this channel, they made the fucking world to me. But if we ever have a one-on-one tradition, you and me, all right, know that I would fucking move mountains to make sure that continues. I don't know what it is about Yeah, the shared experiences. I don't know. For me, that's fucking life. I love it. I live for shared experiences with other human beings. Can reverse cowgirl be the tradition? Let's make it happen, Murph. 1-on-1. Sounds autistic. Well, I wouldn't know because I've never been tested, and I'm not one to self-diagnose, although I have heard many people, Murph, many people have found that self-diagnosis to be easier, quicker, and just as effective. But for me, no. If I really went down that route, I imagine that I probably would pop out the other side with a positive, if you know what I mean. You like to watch The Hogfather around Christmas? Nice. Are you sure she did pop a melon with her thighs once on stream? I'm very much aware of this. Why do you think I'm interested? So yeah. Self-diagnosis is more deep and detailed than medical. You're incredibly disappointed with your official diagnosis. Do you know the Melon Man? Yeah, I don't really know much about the whole diagnosis thing. The reason I haven't really, and like I say, I'm not self-diagnosing myself, but there's more than a couple of markers there, shall we say. I also am very much aware that, without sounding too callous, it is kind of a bit of the in thing at the minute to be neurospicy. So I'm like, okay, well, I've always gone against tradition. Not tradition. I've always gone against the general vibe. So I'm like, nah, fuck you guys. I'm making my own way. No. Aeon, to you, your mum, I'm pretty sure I'm at least a little autistic, and you're going to tell me I'm wrong, but mum, and then your mum said, no, I'm going to tell you you're wrong. Well, hold on. Mum, I'm pretty sure I'm at least a little autistic, and you're going to tell me I'm wrong. No, I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. Could you? Have you been in the have you gone down the diagnosis route? Because for me, if I went down the diagnosis route, number one, if it was a negative, if it was like, no, you don't have any of that stuff, I'd walk away being like, well, something's not fucking right with me. What the fuck? Which would make me feel worse. And then if I did get a positive, I'd walk away being like, well, I've got this far, so I'm probably not going to medicate. And realistically, it doesn't really change it. For me, I don't think it would change anything to have it. Got the coping mechanisms. Yeah, I've kind of come up with those over my life, you know. You're very much in I want to be different kind of person, and so you kind of feel happy to be neurotypical these days, you're Armenian? Yeah. It is. It's so fucking stupid, right? To be like, I'm so fucking alternative that I'm going to be alternative in the alternative crowd. Spending a lot of time in, obviously, like, gaming communities and kink communities and stuff. There's a lot of neurodivergence in both of those, and those are two very big, important communities in my life. And then just being like, nope, I'm not getting myself tested. Nope. I'm different. And that makes me special. Anywho. Adverts are almost up. And then we're going to play some Sid Meier's Pirates. Agrajag, that was your worry when you got diagnosed. What the hell do you do if they say that you're neurotypical? Thankfully, they agreed with you and said ADHD. There you go. A whole fucking bag of fun. You've spited yourself so often just to be different. I know that feeling, Charminian. I feel a kinship with you right now. I haven't gone down the full diagnosis route yet, mostly as an adult woman. It's really hard to get diagnosed. You do have a full diagnosis of ADHD. So you do kind of wonder if your mum ever got you diagnosed, because the immediate agreement with you, and that she just never told you. Oh, shit, okay. Thought the same way, Murphy thought the same way, and surprisingly it still brought so much space for healing and compassion for yourself with it. Not trying to convince you, just sharing. No, I appreciate you sharing. Thank you very much. Healing, I mean, compassion to yourself. I've gone through a lot of therapy, right? And I think I do need more space for compassion for myself. Being kind to myself, not beating myself up as much when shit goes wrong. But for me, that's been more of a therapy. That adventure that I've been on for a while is very much a fucking hell. I'm so sorry. I just massively got distracted by the Hobbitit TV miniseries, The Ultimate Golem, that is currently in live chat. Wow, that is a massive distraction. I fucking love it. Also, Cheese is currently on the road. I'm so sorry. I got distracted by Barber Papa, and I didn't really see everybody. That's horrendous. Anyway, what the fuck was I saying? Yeah. Love a bit of therapy. But I feel like therapy for me has unlocked a load of doors and a load of my own repressed skills. Well, maybe not skills. I was able to reconnect with some stuff that I thought was a lot easier when I was younger, you know. And I think what you're saying, Murphy, is your diagnosis has helped you a lot with like self-acceptance, and for me that has been a therapy route. So I guess, yeah, different horses for different courses. And a big fan. Thank you for sharing. Keister, you got a diagnosis as a kid. Mum would tell us to go and run around the house when you got too much. Pretty much you spent your entire childhood out in the woods, so we had outlets for the energy. But you did too well in school for them to say that you were as an adult. Also, oh God, can I stop interrupting people when you talk? Oh, Keister, I'm so bad at that. That's why I've got a stream, you see? Because I can literally stop halfway through someone's sentence on the screen and then just talk away. I don't have to get to the end of anybody's sentences on stream. Everyone. I can make it up on the rest of the... I can just assume the rest of the sentence, you know? Hi, Dr. Max, good to see you. You got distracted too, but it looks very tame. You're expecting 18 or R-rated. Yeah, I mean, the Hobbitit. The fact that it's got the word tit in it does tend to make me assume that it was a sexy version of the Hobbit. Hobbit's tits, if you will. Oh my God, Pylor's sharing the Lord of the Rings DVD boxes and Davy Jones chest from Pirates of the Caribbean. Hell yeah. Ziggle's tit? Well, now we're talking. Maybe that's it. Maybe it was just a marketing ploy to get people to go and watch it or buy it. Tits. You put tits anywhere, I'm gonna look. Thank you, Lotus. Don't want to get diagnosed, neither negative nor positive. You're just a tiny bit defective. Tiny bit defective, Paraffin. Oh. But you've lived with it this long. You're not fucking defective. Everybody's got their own little hiccups, their own quirks. No two brains work the same. We're all making this shit up as we go along. Come on. Wanting a diagnosis is very individual. Usually say if everything-ish is fine in life with no major issues, there's no real reason for getting one. Yeah. And it's... The issue is, when you start getting into this stuff, is it's then about, like, if you start getting into the issue of telling other people what they should do, that's where everything breaks down on almost all fucking levels is when someone wades in thinking that they have the answer for everybody else. It's like, shut the fuck up, all right? It's a very individual thing. It's like weight and health. Unless you're a fucking actual healthcare professional, just back off and just know that whatever's right for you might not be right for someone else. Fuck's sake. It happens too much, especially online, especially in online spaces, because obviously everybody's got the mask of the internet persona over the top of whatever they're actually talking about, and anyone can be a fucking medical professional online. I get to play doctor and fuck with other people online. Pylorzen, when you were a kid, all doctors were busy diagnosing kids with ADHD just because you couldn't sit still and had more energy. It was like the trend. Yeah, there was a lot of ADHD, right? I do remember that being quite the big diagnosis at the time. Murphy, you got your formal diagnosis mainly to get accommodations at work that keep you from flat out quitting or being fired. That's pretty solid. Fuck yeah. Charminian, most frustrating thing you find as a teacher is students. Full stop. The most frustrating thing that you find as a teacher is students. I don't think we need the rest of that paragraph there, Charminian. No, sorry, let's carry on. Students that you are almost certain are neurodivergent, but parents don't want to explore diagnosis for fear of them having a label. Students end up missing out on so much support. Yeah, that's a whole different world that you live in. And I can't imagine how frustrating it must be. You have my sympathy. Potter, you're very lucky that you had a teacher that had recently got diagnosed and said, that kid right there, that's ADHD. Yeah, I feel like some people that, when I was going through school, there were definitely some people, some kids in the same year as me who had ADHD as well as like behavioral issues, and it was all sort of wrapped in together. To be like, yeah, well, clearly this kid is just bad because they can't focus. It's real fucking difficult, man. There's a absolute minefield out there. You remember that, Lotus? And then you knew people on meds that would smoke and drink, and you were like, counterproductive there, buddy! Yeah, I don't fucking self-medicate. What you talking about? Anyway, delightful. And, of course, the biggest telltale sign of anybody that has any sort of neurodivergence is they're one of those fucking creatives. It's almost as if they've had to grow up in a world that was designed for neurotypical folks. And they have had to change the way that they think about things and get creative with the way their brain works in order to make everything sort of fit. Looking like copious caffeine is how you get through the days when you're trying not to take your ADHD meds. I mean, it explains your complete lack of creativity and imagination. Yeah. It explains why you're as dull as dishwater. Absolutely, Pylorson. Creatives are almost as bad as streamers, and don't get me started on those streamers who are also creatives. Jeez Louise! How many fucking eyeballs do you want on you? Aeon, one of your teachers in elementary school fought with your mother about giving you accommodations for your ADHD. She just kept on saying, if she just paid attention, she'd be fine. Well, come on. Why can't you just be better? Why can't you be like the rest of us? Who's calling your booty? Not creative, just a fiddler. Now, are we talking a stringed instrument? Greetings, Kayla! Oh, a tinkerer! Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, a fiddler and a tinkerer, very different things. Fiddler could be, you know, full-string fiddle. Or it could be, you know, fiddle is like to diddle. You gotta mess with stuff. That's fair. That's interesting because most of the technical people in computer science have some degree of autism. Because guess what? The bits and the bytes, they all make sense, all right? They work how they're supposed to. You don't have to work out emotions. You don't have to work out emotions, and there are rules. Almost why kink works so well for neurodivergent people. There are rules, god damn it! Your son kept tipping back on his chair, DBM, so they put a resistance band between his chair and the table leg, thinking it would stop. But of course, the first thing he did was realize that a rubber band, when stretched tight, makes a brilliant guitar. He's basically turned his entire, they've turned his entire chair into a slide guitar. Now the devil are you, you beautiful bastard. Computer science people are on the spectrum? Couldn't be you. The rules are freaking followed. The computer says what it means. ADHD coping fail. On the plus side, you know, DBM, if he gets really good at that, that's a show that you can take on the road. If he learns to play fucking dueling banjos on some sort of tipping chair, I'd pay good money to see that. Michael, thank you very much for the 10 stream watch streak. How you doing? Although maybe it'd be considering it'd probably be a little bit more like trombone champ. Anything that you could play on a trombone, I reckon you could play on that. Because you're going to have to slide between all of the notes. You just refused to take my bait and hand you my queen in chess, so get wrecked! Wait, what's happened here? Let's have a look. Michael is having a go at my chess stuff. What are you doing? Tromboner! I'm always up for chest stuff, Shannon. Let me show you some chest stuff right here, right now, live on stream. It's so hairy. Hey, Mrs. Dunso. If you're good, you can play the trombone pretty fast. Showing chest on stream? I know. It's not going to be the first or the last chest that I will show on stream. Ooh. Speaking of, it's time to go chest hunting. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Chat, come with me. These chests aren't going to hunt themselves. Ziggles, you're asking the wrong person. I think it's... I genuinely don't know. Now that you've asked the question, I don't know. But then again, I have dyslexia, so fuck knows.
2K.
If you're good with your mouth, you don't need to slide anything to change the tune of something. Shannon, I do a lot of sliding with my mouth. And I can create some pretty tuneful noises. So you do a bit of salt and pepper, like most guys in their 30s. Oh, good lord. I am still in my 30s, chat. I am still in my 30s. Not for long, but I am. Dab, I am! Gold! Geriatric. You'd break me, Murph. Come on in next year. The water's fine. Salt and pepper suits me. I'll take it. I'll take it. The joke was that brass instruments, you can change the tone that you're playing with the mouth. Ah, see, I was talking about playing someone's genitalia with my mouth. And then, you know, evoking noises from that person, Shannon. That's where I was going. I don't know if I... that one may have slid under the radar. Much like me. Murphy, bring it! Listen here, you goddamn whippersnapper. The water's fine and it's great for your joints. Now, where's my cod liver oil? Gasp, how lewd! You're clearly so too innocent for such naughty wordplay. You're not a cunning linguist, as one would say. Here comes the reverse cowgirl tradition. Yes! It's all fine till you make a penis do the sad trombone noise. Make it do the rusty trombone noise. Oh dear. Shall we play the game before this develops into outright fanfic horn levels? Michael, you're still waiting for your body to fall apart like everyone's been telling you it should. It should have been doing since 25. Mine's not falling apart, but it is creaking at the certain seams. Well, it ain't a blow hobby. Hi, Lawson. I'll tell you that. Oh, no, Trevor, you're a fucking beauty. Thank you. As long as it moves and it can make silly noises, that's all you need. My shoulder's not doing too badly. When the lass was poking and prodding me the other day, she did find out, and now I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to try and figure out how to undo that. Apparently I am a little bit turned in. My feet are a little bit turned in. So I don't fucking know how the hell I'm gonna fix that one, but I'm gonna have to look into it. Also, I've got my shoulder, which is kind of fucked up. What else? Oh yeah, that mad cycle I did the other week has been playing havoc with my sciatic nerve. Just walk with the wider stance. Just walk like old John Wayne. Patsy Stone from AbFab. My ring needs resealing. I know the gutter's sagging a bit, but how about a quick plunge up the waste pipe? Rob, always. All I need to do is stay awake for more 24-hour periods, and everything will just magically get better. Need to replace my gaming chair with a saddle. I did genuinely think about trying to get one of those kneeling chairs. I'm quite good at kneeling, you know, plenty of experience. How to combat aging? Sleep less. Yeah, that's what they say, right? Right? If people are still interested in my bullshit this time next year, I will definitely be doing another 24 hours, but I'm not gonna lie. That will be us going into my 40th year. And I don't know whether it'll be the last 24 hour that I can do. We'll see. Look at this man having knees. It's true, I am in my 40th year. I just haven't hit the 40th, you know? I am 39 and... oh god, what is that? 9? No. 7 days old? Yes. I just haven't completed my 40th year. Just do a sleep stream. That would be the next logical step. The last 24-hour stream, go out with a bang and do a 36. This is a joke. God, I can't even imagine what my brain would be in that at that point. And right. Let's try and remind myself what the bloody hell we were doing. I have 40 happy men. Here is my frigate Frazz's Folly. I am an English duke, a Dutch duke, a French marquis. Here is my Bahama mama, who I have romanced several times. I have defeated Blackbeard, Stede Bonnet, Lolonaise, Bart Roberts, and Jack Rackham. I have found Henry Morgan, Blackbeard, Captain Kidd, Lolonaise, and Bart Roberts' treasure. I have found my sister. I have not sorted the Lost City yet. But I think it's nearby. Campeche? Ooh-wee! Wait, are we doing the genie? Are we playing the genie game? You need to give me a wish. Don't know if you even remembered this, but just because you wanted to try... Oh! Wow, okay. Is this your first ever crumble? I'm putting... Chat. Iloana is trying crumble for the very first time. Don't know if you remember, but I wanted you to try crumble for the first time. You made apple, cherry, coconut crumble. Fuck, that sounds good. With walnut, you went above and beyond. Damn, Iloana. Apple, cherry, and coconut crumble with walnut ice cream. You know, it was Pride in your city yesterday, Kayla, but you haven't tried pleasing 40 men at once. Hot walnuts, except they're cold because it's ice cream. You like pie? I saw that trombone practice at work. Fuck, that looks delicious. It was absolutely delicious. I thank you for your request. Not perfect, but what in the world is actually perfect? I'm so glad that you liked it. And thank you for trusting my advice. You went fancy. I mean, bog standard day one crumble would probably be like an apple crumble or a rhubarb crumble. Kayla, I think somebody may have fed you donkey poo pie. And I feel sorry for you. So Search southeast of Campeche, which is around here, right? There's a lot of C words around here. Oh. No, I lied. I lied. Where the fuck is Campeche? Cumana, Caracas. Oh, there. Oh, fuck it. It's all the way over there. My God, look at the size of this ship. Ilwana, I'm glad that it was a pie that you liked. Fancy. I mean, for me, I fucking love cherry, love coconut. And I like an apple crumble. My favorite crumble, plum crumble. A plumble. And I only recently, I don't know how we got onto it. Der Blob! Thank you very much for gifting the sub to Echo Alpha. You
Der
fucking
Blob
legend.
86
Thank you,
has
dude.
dragged a conscript into the ranks of the RetroVution.
Ooh, peach crumble I've never had, Geester. Can I get a bit of hype for Der Blob? Thank you very much. Paying forward that gifted sub that you got from Dank Memes. I appreciate you. Just use frozen peaches, yeah, though. If it's tasty, it's tasty. Thank you for bringing the hype. Yeah, it was so weird. Basically, I was at a munch, and then we got talking about actual food at the munch. And then we got talking about pie. And then somebody mentioned plum crumble. And I was like, a plumble? And they had a partner bake a plum crumble for me. And it was so fucking delicious that it instantly became my favorite crumble. 10 out of 10. Would crumble again. Anywho! Right. Let's start. Enough of that. More of this. I gotta go and find a lost city. I've also got to go and find Wass's dick. Dilla, no. What? Oh, I've forgotten his name. Anyway. I still need to avenge villains. Which I think is taking on one of the big bad pirates. Not the top 10 pirates, but the ones that keep on coming back. I think I'm just gonna sail. We've got a couple of maps, right? We've got this one, searching in the vicinity of Maracaibo, which is... Where's Maracaibo? Connor, welcome home, Squire. Oh, actually, that's around there. Issue here is that Maracaibo, whilst... Oh, there's just so much land. Like, I'm not seeing a single bit of ocean. Is that a bit of ocean over there? Like, literally just here? Searching in the vicinity of Maracaibo. Now, the way it works is it will just mention the nearest settlement. Well, I say settlement, I think it's cities. So, like, it could be anywhere around here. It could be, like, anywhere in this bit as well. Like, trying to actually get over there and explore enough to find the fecker might be a little more difficult than it seems at first. Anyway, I've got my 40 happy men. Who do we have over here? Oh, a treasure galleon. So we've only recently split the loot. Jarrell things from before. Fairly sure. Barbara Papa is French for candy floss, cotton candy. Oh, music just went down. Oh, hello. Okay. Stuck between a treasure galleon and another treasure galleon. I think I'm attacking the one with like 130 odd men. Okay, time to focus. First fight of the day. We are out. God, he's quite quick. Only got 31 men, 24 men now. Come on, get up the bloody stairs. There we go. Chop chop lollies is Spanish for sucky sucks. And that's news to me. Miss Skelly, welcome, welcome. Ahoy hoy. Connor, how's the car, by the way? What's the latest there? I am going to keep it, but we don't have a lot of men. Woo. We could pick up some men from the water here. Thanks for the pork, Cannon. Ease it in. And some bacon. Ah, the bastard is upwind of us. Hello! Hope we're going to pick up some men? Yeah, they're wet men. That sounds like a pudding. Can I get some ahoy hoys for pudding? Wet. You're damn right. Wow, they've got a lot of guns. Why is the wind constantly changing to be against me? We're not going to have any feckin' men left. I feel very erect. I feel very erect, but devoid of men. This might be a terrible start, because we've got like 10 dudes left. That's not a lot of dudes. Focus, Fraz. Here we go. It's a night fight. He's a slow attacker. Got him down the stairs straight away. Oh, with 5 of my crew remaining, I push him into the fire. Just win and then split the loot. I feel like I'm really hoping to... Yay! 5 new sailors. We're going to go to Rio de la Hacha, and this time we're not going to attack it. I know it seems mad to not attack Rio de la Hacha, considering, you know, our history there. We can get rid of a load of food and take some goods instead. Hey, Pepper! Ahoy hoy! Who needs food when we've got cannons? That's what I say. Also, a lot of my cannons ended up in the water. I'm just going to take a few more. Take 69. That's like the sexy maneuver. You know, with the sex. I realize it is preposterous of me. Wait, who the fuck is this? Ah, goddamn Spanish pirate hunter. No, don't hunt me. Don't hunt me. No, they're hunting me! I said don't hunt me. That's like the opposite of what I was going for. Fine. Ah, for fuck's sake, they've got 124 men! slightly fewer than that with 14. Oh dear. Oh dear. No. I don't think this is a good start. We have to kill this guy instantly. Alright, get him downstairs. We've got 13 people left. No! Oh my god! Did we even have one pirate left? We might need to convince a few men to join us. I had 2 left. I think I'm counted as one of those as well. Well, we'll sink her, and we don't have any space for anything else. Just me and the parrot! Come on, Polly!
Now, I have to say, I don't agree with this, this course of action, if I'm completely honest with you there.
Shut up! I'm not looking for any input from you. Why did you sink her? Because I don't have enough fucking men to sail her. We're already going pretty damn slow. Where's Rio de la Hacha? What the shit? How did we go right? Wait, was I in Margarita before? This is where the parrot decides to advocate for parrot rights. So apparently I was not in the place that I thought I was. Piss off! Stop shooting at me! Alright, let's go to Curacao. Da 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 da. Oh yeah, because Margarita was English, and then we like sailed away from Margarita, and then came back, and it was instantly Dutch. Oi, governor! How are you, you slag? As you know, we are at war with the evil Spanish and perfidious English. I understand that you recently captured a Spanish fast galleon and captured a Spanish treasure galleon. Excellent, the king will be pleased. Ooh, 150 acres, thanks. Hello, rather plain daughter. That's how I like to, you know, keep expectations low when you meet a governor's daughter. You just outright say what her attractive level is. High 5 out of 10. Anyway, oh, I'm getting an invitation to the Grand Ball. Okay, what information are we going to get? It's the first ball of the night, everybody.
Sonrita?
Is it going to be an easy one? We're starting with a spin. More spins? Yeah, more spins. Cool. Spinning all the way. Spin to win. Spinning the other way? Is it just going to be... I'm still not entirely sure. Is this the whole fucking thing? I feel like at some point we're going to break it down. We're going to drop it low. Is it now? No, we're still spinning. Towards her. Away from her. Round. Round. More of the same. Backwards. Forwards. Other way around. Right. Yeah, I'm going to start beatboxing. She's going to start breakdancing. The whole fucking party's going to kick off. We're gonna start doing body shots. We're gonna hire a troupe of stunt motorbike riders. That's what every... Oh my god. I think I fucking nailed that. If you could give me some information on old what's-his-face, that'd be great. Or... brace of pistols. Dutch Revolution. Jesus Christ, that's good. That's good. Brace of pistols. I'm just putting this out there. If any ladies want to dance with me, my expectations are that if we have a good dance together, you will offer me a brace of pistols afterwards. Okay? I don't think that's a high bar, okay? That is the bare minimum.
Check out my bone saw.
Good evening, Nilk. Funk, of course! Because nobody could be beautiful if they cover themselves up. Come on. Agreed, but only if I own at least 150 acres of land. Touché. I own... several planks of wood. I recently invested in some plants. Flintlock or modern, either way, you know, I'm not fussy. 226 grand. Pylorson, yes, you are. Can I get some ahoy hoys for Nilk coming in by here? In here, by the way. I'm gonna get a brace of pistols. Newfangled weapon! As if she doesn't know what's going on there. Also, apparently they're tiny pistols.
Seller.
When in town.
Is this a raised garden bed in the future? Yep. I will raise a garden bed with any of you. We definitely need men. Welcome aboard, mateys!
Ooh, cradle post.
I'll teach you some bloody manners, you floppy mustachioed man. It's actually just a license for a brace of pistols. Out of there. Someone needs to patch up this place a bit, don't they? Poke. Demon Pirate Lotus. Oh god, fucking... I got some sweet abilities. Wonk. More crew would like to join now. There we go. God, this was a busy tavern. There was 94 men in this tavern. And then 10 more wanted to join afterwards. Shipwright Nevis. San Geronimo, bound for Caracas, carrying over 1,300 in gold. The waitress is more than a plain waitress, you can tell, because of the amount of skin. Now we're understanding. I think it's a confidence thing. Confidence is sexy, right? She's just propping the bar up. She can clearly handle herself in the fight. She was the one that smashed him over the head with a bottle. What the fuck is this? Oh god, an Incan mystic salve that will prolong my life. That's very expensive. Does she have a brace of pistols? I don't know. I'll have to check under her dress. To the merchant! Sell all these luxuries. Reb, you're a rum runner. Run, run. You can't catch Reb. Something, something, something. Gingerbread. I really need the copper plating. I need the copper bottom. I've instantly forgotten the name of the ship. Is it this one? Ah, bollocks! San Geronimo. Yeah, this was the one, right? San Geronimo was the one with like 1,800 on board. Give him a quick once over with the grape shot. I also love that every time that we get a close-up of us boarding, we have Mags's burning face just sort of, this is fine. Got a brace of pistols, dude. Look! Double shots. Wow, okay, this guy's quick. There's so many Incan treasures and temples here in the Caribbean. Ah, shit, we've gone back up the stairs. This guy's really fucking quick. Oh, back down the stairs. No, back up the stairs. Oh, God. Now back down the stairs again. Okay, finally getting some ground here. Pick a lane! I just need the high ground. Oh, cheesy. Look how beautiful. Oh, that's a nice drive home from the cottage. Right, I will take the fast galleon. Ree-ba-doo-boo, hooray, hey, blow the man down. Also, that wasn't as much money as I thought. Blow the man down. So, there's Rio de la Hacha. Now we could... Cryobo doesn't have a lot of cash. Santa Marta does. I wonder if we should go and have a little go up Santa Marta. The new Rio de la Hacha. I mean, Rio de la Hacha was so 1650. 1653. Rio de la Hacha is out. Santa Marta is in. It's the new hip, fun place to attack. No. New year, new city to sack. Time is not yet right, Chief. Maracaibo? Maracaibo's here. They don't really have a lot. It would be good to install some, like...
Hey.
What?
Hey.
What? Hey.
What? You alright, Scooby? Ahoy hoy. So I'm gonna see what happens here. I'm gonna save. Start up here. I think it was on 5. Yes. Cakebeard is 4. private sloops of war. Oh, that's not who I thought I was shooting. Now thanks, Scooby. Wait till they get close. Eat grapes. Swift. Come on, baby. Right, he's got slow attack. If he's got a cutlass, it means he's got slow attack. Celebrate your birthday yesterday! Happy fucking birthday, dude! Happy birthday to you, Scoob! Happy birthday to you, Scoob! Happy birthday to Scooby! Happy birthday to you! What is the actual birthday? Monday. Tomorrow. Why are the pirates fighting the locals? The locals. I don't quite understand it. Dude also has a cutlass, but is much better at attacking me, apparently. Ah! The issue with the cutlass is because it is so slow, quite oftentimes I avoid it too early. Is it tomorrow, Scooby, or is it last Monday? I'm not sure whether we are belated or early birthday celebrations. It is tomorrow. No belated. If anything, we're early. Great. I got 112 crew. It's a wealthy Spanish village. And those war canoes, I'm just taking my time, waiting for them. It's still wealthy. Ha ha ha! I can attack the town, baby. 112 pirates versus 140 soldiers. Maracaibo. Mara. Bye-bye, Bo. Started at 2 in the afternoon, ended at midnight. It's hard getting old, Scooby, it really is. Bearded Rainbow, what up, dude? Sorry, I always say bearded. Beard Rainbow. A 364-day late birthday wishes. Is it just work tomorrow? What's the actual birthday looking like? I'm gonna take the high ground. We got pirates, we got buccaneers, and we got pirates. Move these boys there. Shoot at the horses. Move these pirates out of the way. Can I hit anybody? No, not from there. Yeah, bugger. We got the high ground, but it's not ideal. Fine. They're closing in. Hopefully they... Oh, shite. Kind of hoping that they would, like, block the horses. Oh god, here they come! Attack 8, defend 4. That's not good. Right, officers, flank attack on the cavalry. Then another flank attack on these guys. Oh, shoot. Now that's big. That's super big. That's quite chunky. Okay, I'm gonna move you over here. Can you shoot anyone? You can. Oh, no, not next unit. I wanted next. Switch target. There we go. Move the pirates just one closer. Let's switch target. Soften up these lads as well. And I'm going to keep these guys here. %8 damage? What? You got no guns left? Okay, 17. That's a little bit more. I think we should be good. Oof, 23 is not great, though. Not for us. Oh, nasty, 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 nasty. I was very confident, and now I am no longer confident. What I think I need to do, move these buccaneers once this way so that I can get my officers across for a flank attack, take out the cavalry. Now, switch target. Let's go for these dudes. 29%. Are you going to run? Lovely jubbly. 24% damage on these. We've got 2 lads left. Move you guys onto the higher ground. Switchy targets and blow them away. You gonna run? I'm gonna run. I don't even know who's in the woods. Oh shit. That's a nasty fight. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess we're all shooting these bastards now. Oh, come on, that's 37%. How are they not running for their lives? 36%. Now you're gonna run. You gonna run? Yeah, you are. Okay, 3 sets of ranged buccaneers versus these guards. We're trying to close the gap, but I think we've got them. Scooby, holiday, traveling, got 3.5 weeks of holiday. That is gorgeous. Damn, dude, 3.5 weeks. Oh, I am super, super envious. Not fun that you have to do a load of traveling for your birthday, but... Okay, 2,900. Not gonna lie, could have done a lot more. I was already hoping for copper bottoms. No copper bottoms for me. Also, I'm gonna sell a Rio de la Hacha. I'm gonna sell that because they're French, and the French love me. Only meant the way. 81. We could do with a couple more. Spanish treasure fleet is headed for Caracas. It was just planned with a 2.5 week, but HR said that you had too much overtime. That just means that you've been working damn hard, and you should absolutely revel in that. Copper plating at St. Martin. Whatever the bloody hell that is. Oh, sweet! This is actually nearby. Gotta find Devil's Stone. But you know what first I need? I need to find a bio break. Oh, shite. Fine. Well, I guess we'll do that then. Save. And bio break time. You beautiful bastards. Thank you all very much for being here. Have a PP. Another fleet of ships has been seen on the horizon. Prepare the mortars! Exclamation mark fire and a grid reference to send a mortar shell hurtling into my bone grid. I'm going to be back. We're going to play more pirates. And then... time to start the final installment in the Rayman franchise. Now... I say final installment as if it's just going to be a swift little jaunt. But no, this is the entirety of the first game and all additional content for the first game wrapped up into one. We're not going to be playing every single level again. We're going to be playing every single one of the original levels just to see what the difference is. It's going to be a nice way to round that whole thing out. But we're not going to play all of the fucking by his fans levels. We might, for old time's sake, go and find the lorry level and see what they've done with it. Oh, DBM, yeah. Every fucking time it happens. It's me being an influencer for the gaming community, you know. Also, we are not playing the fucking Rayman Legends remake. Like, I get it's 13 years old, but it doesn't feel like 13 years old, and it does not need a remake. Anyway, be happy. And we're back. Ah. Thank you for the wibbles. What up, Nuke? Mystery one. I don't know whether I've said hi to you today either. Ooh. Hey. Oh. Hello. What's going on there? Folks, thank you all very much for being here. I do very much hope you are enjoying the stream. Oh! We got a thing to do. A pee-pee. Stop. Wow, we're all over the place. It's time to guess the groceries. Not only that, Paraffin's coming in with 456 pennies.
456.
Paraffin, thank you very fucking much, dude. We'll get back to that in a moment. Can I get some hype for Paraffin whilst we go and look somewhere on the internet for some groceries? I'm going to then say the reviews out loud. And you guys are going to guess what's inside of my digital basket based off of the reviews that I say with my mouth words. Time to kiss the groceries. Pucker up and enjoy the strawberries, as they say. Jade, hi. Where am I going? What am I doing? What's going to go inside of my digital basket? Okay. This one might be difficult. Disaster! The bulb was huge! It was old and dry and not what I wanted. The outer bits looked tough and had considerable discoloration. I gave up on it, and I really like this item. There's no substitute readily available, so my something salad was not meant to be. I did contact to say how disappointed I was, and it is not the norm. What is it? What is it, folks? Exclamation mark buzz, and then your answer. It will cost you 10 plunder to guess, and you'll be on a cooldown for a minute. Oh, it was so poor quality. Taters? It's not taters. Fried chicken is not. Huge bulbs. And they all looked dried out. So you'd have to remove all the thick outer leaves to have any chance of using it. Red beets, it is not. No beets are anywhere near my basket. It looked very unappetizing. I'm surprised it was even out on display. Salad! I mean, apparently it goes in a salad when it's nice, but no, not specifically. James got that buzz with artichokes, but it ain't artichokes. An onion or several onions. Ananda, what did we bloody well say about? It's fennel! Ananda once again walking away with the 1,000 plunder. It is not iceberg lettuce. It is not onions. It's loose fennel! Ananda, at this point, we will have to start banning you from guessing, because you just walk away with it every bloody time. Rigged, but also GG. You're starting to think that Ananda's just writing all these reviews. Ananda, congratulations for your 1,000 plunder. Now you crave fennel. Maybe not that particular fennel. It's old. It's dusty. It's not good in that salad, apparently. Ananda, congratulations for your 1,000 plunder. We need to put this. We need to look back over the amount of plunder that you've won. Just clearly, there is some sort of camera set up. You're out with River, but you heard the clue. Couldn't stop yourself. How much for the remote access to France? All right, where are we at? And Anna walking away again with another 1,000 plunder. Mrs. Dunso, I have no idea. At this point, I'm just assuming that Ananda, in her spare time, just goes through reviews and just like memorizes all of the reviews. It's fennel. Google Smaug treasure. You'll soon find a picture of Ananda and her pile of plunder. What up, Tag? Good to see ya. Lovely to see ya. And for the even-handed, we got to be even, all right? So we're going to go for a 5-star review. Make sure that you guys don't just think that fennel is crusty, old, small bulbs. This fennel is consistently excellent. I love that you can buy it by weight. Always keeps for a good while in the fridge if you don't get around to using it straight away. We buy it at least every other week to make fennel pappardelle. No? Pappardelle. Not sure what that is. Have with fish, or use raw in salads. What the fuck is fennel pappardelle? Because you have so much time for that. Ananda, you are the first to admit that you are time rich, so I can only assume that's what you're doing with your time. That's bow tie pasta. Oh, is it? So what fennel pasta? Pappardelle is the wide noodle pasta. Oh, hold on. We're getting ow, my arm. Sorry, I went a bit hard on biceps yesterday. It's ribbons? No, it's, well, I suppose you can make a bow tie out of a lot of ribbons. What does the internet say? Like tagliatelle, but wide. Oh, man. Look at that. It is. That's exactly what it is. But hey, Lynx, I bet you any money you could probably fold that into a bow tie. And I want, because arguably what you do is you would just snip that and then pinch the middle, right? Pappardelle with bolognese. There you go. Connor, thank you for the wrist stretch. Mrs. Dunsale, thank you for Guess the Groceries. Width counts. Lou, that's all I've got to go on. What are we talking about? Penis size, obviously. How are you, Lou? How are things? How is the life? How is the times? How is your fennel?
Hello.
Hello, James. Fennel, scientifically known as Forniculum vulgare. I don't know why it's vulgar. Where does vulgare come from? Can't just ask about someone's fennel like that. This is all for naught, as fennel tastes like aniseed, which we all know is awful. I'm gonna have to disagree with you. Vulgare means common, apparently. Or ordinary. There you go, Snowdrake coming in with the vulgare. Super tired after trying a tiny amount of jogging yesterday. How did it go? Fennel gets its signature flavour from a compound called antihole. Annette hole. That's definitely how that's pronounced, by the way. Annette hole. Fennel gets its flavour from Annette's hole. I will be not taking any notes. which is the exact same essential oil that gives black licorice and star anise their distinct sweet and aromatic profiles. A net hole. It literally sounds like someone saying bumhole with a lisp. A nethole. Oh, I see where you're going with it. Oh, I went with it.